Well, Izzy, I wasn't wrong about Sheffield United being a hard game. What did you think?
It was trash.
That good, eh?
It was trash, bad, terrible.
Any other ways of describing it without
Um,
using bad language?
I'm not using bad language.
Not yet. Oh,
Um,
we get the picture. We get the picture. Um, do you care to elaborate on it? Go into more detail.
um, some players did bad.
Oh, well, which ones didn't? Might be more the question. How about this? What did you think of the disallowed goal?
It was not handball. It should have been a goal.
Yeah, I thought it came off his upper back here, but look, even if it was off his arm, it's a crazy rule.
Yes.
And what I saw the attacking team getting fouled by the defending team, and the defending team getting the advantage from it. I mean, if play is reviewed like that, if it was a penalty, they could award a penalty in hindsight. So why didn't they award a free kick? I'm not saying we would have scored a free kick, but we got nothing out of it. So it was disappointing. It was unfair, and it had to have a huge effect on the match. Such a boost for them afterwards. And then there was the referee's other blunder with the sending off that never was.
Yeah.
He gives the player a yellow card, and not a minute later, the player commits another bookable offence, clear cut, and the referee bottles it. Even at 1-0 down, they're down to 10 men, they find it a whole lot more difficult to keep us out in that second half, and it's another game. And at half time, I thought we still were going to get at least a draw. I thought if we kept pushing them the way we were towards the end of the half when we had got into the ascendancy, I thought we would get at least one once we kept it tight at the back in the second half. And of course we didn't. Schoolboy errors. It's just so disappointing to see our international defenders standing there with the Sheffield United player in between them, unmarked, to tap the ball into an empty net. It's schoolboy stuff. It is just embarrassing. And there's no way of defending it. All they had to do was keep their concentration. We were only 1-0 down. We were 2-0. 2-0 with them as well organised and as disciplined. And they defend so well in that bank of five across their 18-yard box with the three in front. They're very, very hard to break down. And one goal, we had a chance, 2-0 down. Well, it didn't look too good, did it? And we fell apart. So I have to question the mental strength of that second half. Yeah, things went against us. Yeah, it was very disappointing. But surely they just could have kept at it and know that one was going to come, because it did. All we had to do was not act the maggots at the back. Dyer and Davy standing there like two Egypts.
Two potatoes.
Two potatoes, two sticks.
Two potatoes with googly eyes.
If you will. So it was very disappointing. And going forward, you had Lucas and you had Lamella trying to beat everyone themselves, trying to run through into blind alley, losing the ball, getting nowhere. Didn't seem to be able to make any little quick first time passes come off, trying to get through, but it's very, very difficult to do that. And I think Sheffield United knew that we had no real source of crosses, because RDA just couldn't hit the target. And you've three centre halves in there against Harry Kane. The ball has to be top quality coming in for him to have a chance, and it just wasn't. Davies was supplying nothing. RDA might as well have been supplying nothing. So it was frustrating. Maybe a few longer shots might have helped. Sometimes you just have to have a crack. You can get a deflection. You just don't know, but it just wasn't to be. And it was disappointing, because in the first half, I thought we were the better team. They got a good goal. we should have covered back and defended it better, but we've let in goals that I've been more annoyed about. It wasn't the worst goal we've let in. I thought Lo Celso had the worst game I've seen him play for Tottenham. He isn't a defensive midfielder. Covering back isn't his game, but if he's in there, he still needs to do it. And more importantly, he never got on the ball to make things happen down the other end, which is what he's good at. So all in all, I think that's any chances of Champions League football gone. And we look forward to playing Everton now tomorrow, and hopefully getting back to winning ways and planning for next season. But it's going to take a miracle now at this stage. One of the other teams ahead of us have to collapse spectacularly, and we need to win all our remaining games. And whatever about the first one, I don't see the second one happening. Have you anything else to add, Izzy? I know you were blaming the choice of kit before the game. The horrible cyan kit. You said it was unlucky.
Yeah.
Do you think it was the kit? Was the kit? We wore that kit against Brighton when we lost 3-0. Are you going to blame that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I wish it was that simple, but I'm not sure it is. But I know it was very frustrating. By the time the third goal went in, I'd had enough. I was tempted to walk out or turn the telly off and go out into the garden and jump up and down with my hands on my head like Basil Fawlty.
Who's Basil Fawlty?
Who's Basil Fawlty? I think we just ended there, lads. We'll see you next time.
Now you have to let the pandas do that quick little dance.
I think that'll do. Are you happy? Any more to add?
We sprinkles the stairs.
I'll turn this one off. Okay, you done? Yeah. We do look like kids' TV presenters. Hi! This is Ollie! Okay.